Oh, yeah. So you all awake in the morning. Well, I mean, most of you don't sleep. I think only one of you sleeps.
Me.
Well, Tagir, you wake up to the sound of gulls and the ocean slapping against the side of the ship. The rest of you come out of your meditative state to the same conditions.
Do we short rest there or long rest or?
You all gain the benefits of a long rest.
Nice.
And as you come to...
I cast mage armor on myself quick.
Noted.
What I did in the
can-
last campaign, Justice, is I just mentioned that to Dustin once, and then every long rest, I just spent the spell
Marked.
slot, and I permanently adjusted my armor class.
Me, I can just cast it at will. Boom.
Okay, well, all right.
Fuck.
I'm just saying I just permanently adjusted my AC, and assumed I always did it. It was like his morning ritual. Though that time we got surprised in the tavern, I had to go without
Oh, yeah.
by those ninjas.
Fuck. She's like having a nice snooze, and then suddenly ninjas trying to kill us in our sleep. You hate to see it. Just kidding, you love to see it. Ninja assassins are fucking awesome. So you all awake to the smell of salty air, the gentle rocking of the ship. You can hear footsteps on the deck above you all. You can smell food being prepared. You hear the loud snoring of Fuckface Jr. over in the corner. You just see him curled up. Well, no, splayed out on his back, taking up a large area in the fucking back of the ship, beneath decks. The day is yours. How do you wish to proceed?
Well, time to go eat. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Smells
I'll grab
great in
some.
here.
I'll grab some brekkie.
I whip out a book and start reading.
Just whips it out like that. Holy.
Yeah. Just
Learning this early in the morning.
yeah.
Rilveril is still in the mess singing.
You hear the voice of Chuck as he approaches and offers you a plate of like grilled sausage and like half a grilled fish and some greens. Oh, you're still at it? Did you ever
And
sleep?
it's a heave-ho, hi-ho, coming down the plains, stealing wheat and barley and all the other grains.
He just like puts a hand on your shoulder and he's like, "Hey, my friend, I've got something for you," and offers you the plate. It's like, you should maybe sit down and just take a minute.
And it's a ho, hey, hi. And Rilveril fucking makes his way over to a seat and starts scarfing down. 3 cheers for Chuck! Hip hip!
Yeah, you hear no response to your call, as most of the crew is hard at work above decks. He just kind of gives you a clap on the shoulder as he walks by. Get some food in you, and then maybe come get some fresh air. It'll probably do you some good to be out in the sun. And fucking heads upstairs. So the rest of you enjoy your meal. You notice Lady Min over in the corner doing almost like unarmed martial arts katas and a bit of a some calisthenics and a bit of like a what you assume to be her like morning workout routine. Salvos, what's your passive perception?
11.
The way she moves strikes you as familiar. As someone who is also a martial artist. There's and as you kind of like peek over your book and kind of watch her as she goes through her morning regimen, you start to realize that you've this is familiar to you. You've seen these forms before when you were much younger. As you all sit there and enjoy your morning meal, you see Merriwind kind of roll out of a hammock and throw her long coat on and come over and sit, grab a plate, and come and join you all at your table. Morning, everyone. Feels good to be back on the water. That was some crazy shit last night. It's good to be around some sailors that take their drinking seriously. Not like the lot back in Nicodranus. They have a tendency to fall asleep pretty early on in the night. How did everyone sleep? Y'all seem well rested.
Wonderfully. The sound of the waves, the gulls. Oh my goodness.
In preparation for
Refreshing.
the perils ahead, I meditated long and hard on the topic of revelry.
And what did you learn through your meditation?
I learned that I am revelry. Good tidings from the gods for the journey ahead.
She kind of like looks over to you, Alaris, and goes, "Has he been up all night?"
Yeah, I think he's still drunk.
Tagir bursts out laughing.
She kind of finishes her last bite of food and just kind of looks over at you, Riv, and just says, "You know what? I think we're going to get along just fine." You can see her as she heads up onto the top deck. Min comes and sits down. She kind of towels herself off a bit and begins picking at a fairly light plate, mostly of fish, and she goes, the sea air will probably do these old bones some good. Everyone rest well? And she kind of looks at Riv and goes, "First time on a ship? You don't look so well."
I'm a picture of health.
Uh-huh. Should maybe come work out with me sometime. It might do you some good.
How about now?
All right. If you feel like you're up to it.
He drinks the last of his flagon and shoves a sausage in his mouth and all right, let's go. And heads topside.
I'm gonna lean
Alara?
over to Alaris and say, "Oh man, this is gonna be good. He's drunk
Yeah.
off his ass.
All
Let's
right,
go
let's
watch
go.
this."
I'm gonna bring my plate with me. Food.
Salvos, you coming?
Yeah, I gotta see this.
He's totally gonna embarrass himself.
So as you all head up to the top deck, greeted by the warmth of the sun on your skin and the bright blue skies above. Nothing but water as far as the eye can see, leaving any semblance of the Menagerie Coast behind. As you sail to the west, it would be, I guess, northwest. And you can hear Lady Min's voice. She goes, "Young pup, the first step to learning anything is understanding that you truly know nothing. Now, do your best to follow along, if you can." And then you see her take a step back and, take a martial arts stance and begins slowly going through a series of Tai Chi-like movements. Riv, make a, I guess, like a dexterity check.
Nine.
You see Riv kind of stumble a bit, blinking both eyes, trying his best to follow along with the fluid movements of his Kenku instructor. As you watch him slowly try and make his way through these forms, Salvos, you're reminded of being back at the monastery as a child. The your master walking you through these same forms. And you can't help but smile as you think back on those times and realize that maybe you weren't that much better back then as Riv is now, trying to complete these exercises. Lots of being prodded with a bamboo stick to adjust your posture, stopped, told to do it again.
Swatted.
So yeah, over and over and over again. Through the rain, through the snow, sunny days, hot days. Those fundamentals being drilled into your head. But that was a long time ago. And, Min kind of takes a step back and looks towards Riv, and you're feeling like a little winded at this point for his deliberate and precise as her movements seemed, realizing that there's a lot of control necessary to move your body in such a way. And maybe the effects of the booze catching up with you a bit.
This requires a lot of focus. Normally, I just do what feels natural. I don't train in this way, you know?
And she says, well, not many people do. This is a method from my homeland, far to the west. South of Tal'dorei on the Rife-and-Mist Peninsula. You don't see many people who fight like I do.
Yeah. I mean, for me, there's an animal inside, and when it's time to cause mayhem, I just let it out. There's no thinking involved.
It might do you some good to, well, focus a bit.
I'll give it a try. Riv winks and says, it might do you some good to let the animal out once in a while.
Yeah. Suppose. Maybe there are a few new tricks for this old dog. She also winks, but you can't see it because it's beneath her eye patch.
Oh, damn, an eye patch? Why didn't I think of that? Fuck!
At that point, you hear up on the top deck at the helm, well, it seems like you all are well rested.
Aye, aye, Captain.
We got about 3 more days until we get to Darktoe. So
All right, lads, 3 more days to Darktoe.
We can hear him just fine.
Is he always like this? Regardless, just do what you can to try and to help out. And there's not really a whole lot that's gonna, take place over the next few days. Like, it looks as though we've got smooth sailing ahead. And honestly, well, these are the fun parts where you can just kind of kick back and relax. Get a little sun. Especially this guy. It's like,
All right, you
any-
scurvy dogs, you heard the captain. Get a little sun. On the double.
See Chuck start pulling his shirt off.
Oh my god.
He's like, especially this guy over here, and he points towards Salvos. He's like, if he was any whiter, I could see right through him. And at that moment, you feel the ship get jostled a little bit. And it's been coasting and crashing through the waves. It's like the sea isn't too choppy, but this one definitely feels like a bump and a lateral kind of movement. And you see Fran immediately stand up on the railing next to the wheel. And kind of reaches into his coat and pulls out a spyglass and begins, scanning the area around. Man, keep an eye out. Did you feel it again? Except this time, spray of water up onto the side of the ship washes onto the deck.
What's that?
I don't know. Fuck face! You just hear up from beneath decks. It kind of crawls up the staircase and up onto the main deck of the ship. Why, Captain? What do you need? It's like, oh, was that you? Well, I've been sleeping. I don't know what you're talking about. It's like, all eyes. It could be something. Again, the ship like fucking pitches. You can see a couple of barrels go sliding. Fuckface kind of scrambles over and catches them before they smash into the side of the railing on the side of the ship. With that, a massive gout of water rises up on the right side of the ship. And you hear this terrible guttural kind of well, it's not even a cry. It's like, what languages do we got? I need to write these down.
See, Tagir has Abyssal, Celestial, Common, and Primordial.
Nope.
I've got Dwarvish, Elvish, and Sylvan.
Nope.
Common, Druidic, Elvish, Primordial, and Sylvan.
Nope. And the
Common
fighter.
and Elvish.
And the fighter.
Yeah.
I have nothing.
As the spray of water kind of splashes down onto the deck of the ship, you see, as you guys kind of like look back from shielding yourself from this, spray of water, you see this massive serpentine form,
What the fuck?
like pale blue scales, large fins coming off of the side of the face, a large spinal dorsal ridge, a large forked tongue. You hear this voice booming down at the ship, shouting at you in a language that none of you can understand.
Can anybody We're shouting?
No, I don't know what the heck I'm hearing right now.
No
You
one has a
hear,
spell or anything?
you guys don't have any fucking wizards this time around. That's wild. At that point, you see Captain Merowyn come running up. Did you guys feel that? What the? And she looks up, she goes, oh my fuck! And this thing, like, coils up out of the water and gets its face right down near the side of the deck, and it's just like talking in this language you cannot understand. And she goes, wait, what?
Does it resemble the mist serpent that we encountered in the jungle ruin?
Actually, somewhat, in the sense that it is serpentine, I guess.
Okay, but not to the degree that it would make any of us think like, oh shit, this is the same sort of.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, and Merowyn is just sees this thing and is obviously taken aback. You hear the bells starting to go off on the ship.
Hold
and,
on, is this a beast?
Yeah, it's a snake.
Yeah, I suppose.
Okay, because beasts can understand your speech, and you gain the ability to decipher their noises and motions. Is what my character sheet says. That's an ability called Speech of the Woods that I have.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think that would qualify.
Okay, so what does mean?
You get the sense yeah, because it's not like you understand it as a language, but you can get what it's inferring, or you can like decipher its intent. Does that sound more accurate?
It says you gain the ability to decipher their noises and actions, and they can understand my speech. So no, I think I can
Like
straight up Dr. Doolittle these beasts.
effectively
Yeah.
communicate with it.
Yeah. I think I just have talk to animals all the time.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah, man, I'm fucking from the Feywild.
It seems to be saying to you as it coils up onto the ship deck, like, well, half of its body extending out of the water, leaning down. You can hear it saying to you, please, I need help. I haven't seen anyone in days and I've been searching.
What troubles you? And then I motion everyone, calm down, hold on.
Yeah, everybody's like standing there. Men are like arming themselves.
Yeah, like I'm at a ready pose.
You can see it look down at you, Riv, as you respond, and it kind of dips back into the water for a second, and then all of you end up lurching forward as you can feel the boat, like the ship, like grind to a halt, and then it comes back up on the other side. And you get the feeling that it had wrapped itself around the bottom of the ship and just slowed it to a crawl. It says, please, my family, they're in danger. I haven't seen my mate for days. I've been able to, well, it's our son. He went to save our son and hasn't returned. I have no one else to help. I've been searching for days. You were the first.
Where did you see them last? What's going on? What do you mean? I mean, we're in the middle of the ocean. I don't.
Because it's...
He's not. I mean, he's not here.
We make our home below an island. The water is preventing me from returning to my cave. Our son was there. Those terrible men drove us from our home. My son was left behind. My mate went to bring him back and hasn't returned.
You're talking about the island of Revelry, the Black Toe.
The creature kind of she looks and says, no, it's much closer. She says it's just to the north of here. Been traveling all day and night. And you were the first that I've seen. Please, can you help me get my son back?
How? In what way? I mean, what do you want from us? We're simple merchants. We don't even have any cannonballs or liquor or anything. And as he says this, like Riv like opens his arms and like looks around and winks at everybody.
Like, everybody begins like kind of agreeing. Yeah, we don't have anything.
Nope.
It says we called it. There's an island formed by a volcano. At the base of it, deep below the surface, the warm waters is where we made our home. It's where our son was born. And at some point, these men arrived and begin digging up the island and destroying it. Something happened and changed in the water. We tried to leave to find a new home, but my son wasn't ready to be born. By the time he was ready, my mate went to retrieve him. Hasn't returned. I haven't been able to return to my den to check on them. Something has changed in the water. Grows sickly. I have nowhere else to turn. Don't know what to do.
I think you should return and, maybe show your terrifying presence to these men. I mean, surely you don't need us to go and fight for you. Look at how majestic and powerful you are. Compared to you, we're insects.
They retreat deep into the interior of the island. I can't get into the jungle to stop them. Can hardly get close enough to the island to do anything.
And it sounds like a perilous adventure. And we're also on a strict world-saving timeline here.
I have gifts that I can give. Things that I've found.
What kind of gifts?
Ooh.
Many boxes of shiny things
Sold. Let's go.
found scattered among the bottom of the sea. They're of no value to me.
Okay.
Even
okay.
better.
I gotcha.
Magical
Summon my Lady Saradin and the captain at once. I need to speak to them.
Who are you saying this to?
Report to
Fucking
principal.
whoever! Come on, lads!
You just hear a scream. Saradin, you see her standing outside of the double doors of her private quarters.
Don't worry, dear. This is the Serpent Queen of the Ocean, a god. Her name is Iktuglaklun. And she has chosen us as her instrument of righteousness. We are to In fact, even she's told us where the next Serpent Stone is.
Oh my god.
Make a deception check with advantage. You hear the
I don't need advantage because I rolled a 20.
oh shit. You hear the creature say to you, my name is Erdlith.
Erdlith, yeah, but in the tongue of the Fae, it's pronounced as I did earlier, which I remember how to, but I will henceforth refer to her as Erdlith, out of respect and reverence for the great god of the sea.
Saradin, she just you see her drop to her knees immediately and press her head to the her forehead to the deck of the ship. Oh,
Well,
great mistress of the sea.
Well, hold on now.
My God.
Just calm down. That's not necessary. She kind of, her and I have a rapport.
Oh, okay. You know the location of the tablets we seek?
And Riv just looks at this snake monster thing like really wide-eyed, like, You do, right? Like,
yeah, she begins speaking in a tongue that only you can understand. She goes, yes, tiny one. If you help me retrieve my family, I will give you what you seek.
That's right.
But please.
Yes. She says all we have to do is go on another one of the many world-saving adventures that great heroes like I've assembled for your team. This for us should be really a piece of cake, and then yeah, we'll get the next ancient priceless artifact. We don't even have to go to Blacktoe, which I know everybody but me was kind of not looking so forward to.
Yeah, Saradin stands up. Almighty goddess of the sea, please lead us. Lead us to the artifact we seek, and we shall do everything in our power to grant your wishes. I beg of you, your humble servant, please. She kind of looks towards Riv.
It's your lucky day, Majesty, because you have met real for real Elamare today. We'll get your kid back.
Tagir's gonna walk up to Cyrdan and whisper in your ear, "Hey, you should probably ask if it knows anything about Ruidus."
Almighty serpent of the sea, do you know of the star of ill omen? The red one in the sky that watches over us all, Ruidus. Have you any information to share? Any wisdom granted on your many travels of the great oceans? Please relay them unto me, your humble servant.
You're embarrassing me, okay? It's Eldrin or whatever it was.
At that point, Erdlith kind of says to Riv, so you'll help us, yes?
You're not like an evil monster, are you? You have to tell me if you are.
Just a mother who fears for her family's safety.
Of course we will help you, because that's what we're righteous, completely selfless, and this is the sort of thing we do all the time. And then Riv looks over his shoulder to see if Saradin's looking at him when he says these things.
Yeah, as the intermediary, Saradin's basically taking trying to follow Riv's lead as best she can. Well, I suppose then... Captain? Fran kind of looks at the crew. All right, everyone. Course correction. Due north. How far do we have to go? Like, this fucking snake creature has no idea what these people are talking about, but she looks over towards Riv and she says, please, make haste. I'll lead the way. And
Give us a
fucking
push.
dives down below the water. And then, yeah, you just feel the ship, like, get kind of banked around by the back of it. And then all of you feel the force. It's like you can see the bow of the ship begin to rise up out of the water. As you look behind you and can just see the tail of this large creature. It's probably got to be, 100 feet long.
Raise the
Thrashing
sails, lads.
around.
You heard the captain. Course correction. Due north. On
You
the
hear-
double.
Hey! Due north! Pull the sails! Make haste! And the fucking ship springs to action as you are being propelled through the ocean at a much faster speed than otherwise available to your ship, as your course corrected, heading due north. And over the course of the next few hours, you can see a small prick of land on the horizon with a large tendril of black smoke emerging from it, rising into the sky. And I think that's where we're going to call her for tonight.
All right. We're going to get some treasure.
I thought it was gonna be ship blown up number 2 right there.
It might have.
I was ready.